Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we have a few news items to go over, as well as a neat little project I found that I thought was kind of interesting and I wanted to share it with the rest of you. But before we begin, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. That's the best way to let me know you enjoy the content on this channel. Now let's get started. First, Pokemon Legends Arceus came out today, and retailer Currys, which I believe is a UK retailer, spoke with Nintendo Life and stated that this is the largest pre-sale they've ever had. Quote, Pokemon Arceus Legends, which I guess is the way they say it in the UK, on the Nintendo Switch is officially the most pre-ordered game ever in Currys history, with a projected 25,000 to be bagged on launch day this Friday. The latest edition of the game has broken Currys' record for the most pre-ordered game of all time, with over 9,000 units being ordered days before the game's launch this week. I'd say all this is great news for the franchise. I'm looking forward to trying this game out, and let me know what you think about it. As we've seen in the previous coverage, the reviews have been great on it, and there's a lot of people trying it out today, so let me know what you think. Next, and I guess what I would say a little bit of sad news, Sega announced today that they're going to be selling off the rest of their arcade division. Now these are the arcades themselves, not arcade games. Let's take a look at this article here from Video Games Chronicle. Sega Sammy announced on Friday that it would be selling the remaining 14.9% of its Sega Entertainment division, which runs its game centers across Japan, to rental business Gendai Inc. Gendai first purchased 85.1% of Sega's entertainment shares back in 2020. So while the arcades are still going to be there, and who knows if they're going to open more or close more, it's just going to, I guess, depend on the market, they will be rebranded as Geigo, I think it's the way it's pronounced, G-I-G-O. But it will be sad to see the Sega logo no longer on these arcades. This is kind of a main staple in Japan. It's just kind of an iconic thing in a lot of video games. They've had it in the Shenmue series as well as Yakuza. And unfortunately, I'll never get a chance to play in one of these Sega branded ones, but hopefully the arcades will still continue, just under a different name. Next, let's talk about some NFTs. So recently the VP at Ubisoft's Strategic Innovation Labs gave an interview and was asked his thoughts on NFTs, and his response was a little perplexing to a lot of gamers. Nintendo Life has a summary here, and I'm going to give you his quote from there. It says, I think gamers don't get what a digital secondary market can bring to them. For now, because of the current situation and context of NFTs, gamers really believe it's first destroying the planet, and second, just a tool for speculation. But what we are seeking first is the end game. The end game about giving players the opportunity to resell their items once they're finished with them, or they're finished playing the game itself. Now, I guess I have a little bit of a question about that, and the fact that when you buy a digital game right now, you're not really owning the game. You basically have what's a perpetual license for it, which means that license could be revoked for pretty much whatever reason, although I know there's some terms in the contract. But when it comes to reselling those, you can't, because you are licensed to the product. Now, game companies like that model because it kind of cuts out the secondary market. So you can't go and sell a digital game to a friend of yours or put it up on eBay. This will always force gamers to buy the game directly from the company. Now, they could very easily add the ability to trade your games to someone on your friends list, for example, or create like a token that you can sell to someone so that it would take it out of your inventory and give it to someone else. But they have no motivation to do that because they would basically be cutting out their profits. While the Ubisoft VP here is trying to sell NFTs as a way of owning something and then giving it some resale value, I just don't ever envision Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, even Ubisoft, any of them actually giving you that ability. So take it what you will. I'm still skeptical of the whole NFT thing. And in our last topic here, just something a little fun that I found today. This coming from the Twitter account History of Hyrule. It says, I've uploaded my 600 DPI scans of what I am told is an absolute incredible choose-your-own-adventure game book from 1986. If you're not familiar with choose-your-own-adventure, usually you'll read a book and you get to a certain point where you make a decision, and decision A tells you to jump to this page, decision B will tell you to jump to a different page. So while this book is still in Japanese and not translated yet, I just thought this was really cool to go in there at the very least and see some of the artwork that is in here. I'll put in the description a direct link to this, so if you want to check it out you can, as well as their website, which is historyofhyrule.com, and they've got more of these type of archives. So tell me what you think about today's topics. Are you going to pick up Pokemon today? Have you already started playing it? And what do you think about the rebranding of all the Sega Arcades? And are NFTs something you're interested in? Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. I want to thank you for watching, and be good.